Welcome to this episode of Diaspora Scholars TV. So right now we are in Sanborn. Sanborn is in Iowa, and I tell you, to the northern western part of Iowa, and I just met Daniel. Daniel here, we are right at Daniel's studio. We'll talk about that in this show. So welcome to the...
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Oh, of course, yes. Welcome.
Yeah. I mean, I saw you at a graduation party, yesterday.
Yeah, the MC.
The MC.
The DJ.
The DJ.
The photographer.
I'm telling you,
all those
combined.
Yeah.
You are really good at selection of music. I tell you.
That is in the blood.
It is in the blood.
Yeah, you cannot take that one away.
I can see from your studio.
Oh yeah. Should we play a little bit?
We will. We have to.
Okay, fine,
we will have to play.
All right.
When I was with one of your friends, that is Julius, he showed me some of your production work.
That is theft.
It's not them. It was produced work.
Oh, it's marketing my work.
Yes. See, what I tell you on this Diaspora Scholars TV, you can wear many hats. This is Daniel right here. He's already wearing many hats as a music producer, video producer. He can also do as DJ and many more. But you know what? He's actually a registered nurse, and he works at Sanford Senior Care.
Yep. Sanford Senior Care, yep.
I want to know your story.
Okay.
Which college did you go to get your RN? Tell us, because that's what really interested me to come all the way to this place.
You need to be specific, because I've been in college in Kenya and I've been in college here.
Let's do it.
Okay, number one, I'm a teacher from Kenya.
You're a teacher?
Of course, yes. Oh yeah, I am a teacher.
I tell you, that's why you are a good MC. You can crack jokes, you can do everything.
Oh, well, honestly, yeah, I was a teacher in Kenya.
Yeah.
I graduated from Meru TTC.
Wow.
Yeah, but with the Kasongo systems and everything, God said you're not supposed to be in Kenya.
Yes.
Go and deal with your friends.
Elsewhere in the U.S.
Then I found myself here through my brother Julius. You told me you spoke with him already.
Yes.
Yeah, then initially I was in Minnesota. Then he told me there is honey and milk in Iowa.
Literally and also literally and figuratively, because when I was driving, I saw cows. So literally there is milk, but also there is also opportunities. Yes.
Now you need to come during summertime.
I'll be here.
When we have corn, when we have so many things. Did you eat the goat meat?
I tell you, it tastes very different.
Okay, that's different from the kind of goat you guys eat out there.
I know.
We stay in the farms,
Yeah.
We surrounded, by farms. Anyway.
Let's go back to Meru TTC. Yeah. When did you graduate?
That was in 2011, I think, yeah. No, 2011, yeah.
Wow.
I graduated from Meru TTC.
Did you ever teach in Kenya?
Some of my friends make fun, they make fun of me like, I was not meant to teach kids.
What were you meant to teach?
Maybe cows, I don't know, but...
This is going to be the most hilarious episode of the sports.
No, I have friends who are like, well, I like jokes and all those. And
yeah, I mean, they say laughter is the best medicine.
Oh, they say, yeah. I agree. I do agree. But then, I didn't have that opportunity to teach because... I graduated a day before I came to the U.S.
Wow.
So then, I was fighting on those options, like, should I really stay in Kenya? But, they always say grass is, always green on the other side.
The other side, yeah.
But again, we hear stories of America, and I wanted to give it a try. So then I came here, I went to Minnesota, stayed there for some time. But, you need to develop yourself. You need to do better. And I did my CNA job for almost 5 years in Minneapolis. That's Minnesota. You guys call it Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota.
Yeah, then my brother Julius came down here to Iowa, and he went to school.
So you did your CNA from Minnesota?
Yeah, I was there for like 5 years.
Which college did you go to in Minnesota? Or
Kenyans, we are smart.
Of course
Kenyans, we are always smart. They told me you can go test out. So I came, I went to class. No, never went to class. I stayed in the house, studied in the house. I was, they give you the skills book for the CNA thing.
Yeah.
And then, I watched the videos on YouTube on the skills. Theory was in the book. Then I said, let me go try it. I went, tried it, and guess what?
Of course, you had
Yeah.
been, you had already qualified.
Remember, I'm a teacher.
That's what I was going to say.
So that was easier.
I wish I was your student. I think I can be a patient as well. Because,
They like me. They like me. They love me.
I loved your music yesterday. That's why we had to find you as well. And not only your music, your MC words were really hilarious.
Now that's not me.
Yes. But
That was graduation.
that was graduation.
Yeah, but you'll get to know me better some other time. But anyway, after doing my senior job in Minnesota for like 5 years, you know, there is the old thing like, you know, we need to do better. We can go to school. There are opportunities.
Yeah.
But guess where the opportunity was? Here.
Wow.
Because one, I used to pay a 2-bedroom house in Minneapolis for like almost $2,000.
Wow.
That is a month.
A month.
I have a wife, I have 2 kids. Then, you know, those are bills waiting for you. Insurances and everything.
Yeah.
Then, you know, when you think of going to school there, sometimes it's not possible. When you think about the bills and everything waiting for you, it's not. Then my brother came down here and he said, you come and try it. Because one, the cost of living is
Well low.
very low, very nice. I will say very good. I have a 3-bedroom and I only pay $700.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, this house is a 3-bedroom, and I'm not counting this. I'm not counting my space.
This is a basement, and it's a state of the art studio. I tell you guys,
Well,
this is a studio.
Oh, of course, yes. You see things here. Anyway, then I came down here. I came with my wife. She had done some prerequisites from Minneapolis, so I gave her the chance to go first to school. She did LPN, graduated before I went to school. Then I started now. Then we have different programs. I mean, at NCC, you can do the fast-paced program, whereby you don't sleep. My RN, I didn't sleep. I was sleeping on my couch, technically, like, you know.
Wow.
You go to bed, you sleep for maybe 2 minutes, you remember assignments, and you're out. Anyway, I went to NCC.
That is Northwest Iowa Community College.
Yeah, that's Northwest Iowa Community College. Very good school.
It is a good school.
Very good school. So then with other Kenyans, people come from California, Georgia, Minneapolis.
I met, I've been to California, and somebody told me they were in this college.
Of course, yeah.
They told me about Meshach.
Oh, Meshach is the pioneer here now.
Yeah.
Meshach is the first one.
They told me, go ask Meshach.
Oh, yeah. Meshach, the likes of Julius.
Yes.
Those are the guys who made us to come down here to Iowa. But, you know, I think
many other Kenyans.
Oh, so many Kenyans. And I think the number is increasing gradually, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the more people know about this good school, people show up. And I'll tell you for sure, if you're looking for a job, nursing job around here, and you mention you're coming from NCC, trust me,
they'll give it a job.
you. Yes. They know the kind of training we go through. Clinicals, labs, all those things. They drill you. They grill you before you really get out of that school.
They do.
So, like, you feel competent, you know? Yeah.
And you don't only feel competent, you are actually very competent.
Actually, we are, yeah. If you see where we work, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They can tell, like, you know, that's a real nurse.
No jokes.
Yeah, next we're aiming at the doctorate.
I tell you, you to speak like everybody else in that college. Yesterday during graduation, I interviewed about 6 out of the 9 Kenyans who graduated yesterday, and all of them were saying they are going all the way to Doctor of Nursing, to be NPs.
We are not stopping there, and you know, it's a good thing that, you know, people think about what next. It's a very good thing. Most Kenyans don't want to stop there. That is our spirit. Like, you know, if I did this, I can do the next one. That's why you had me telling those people, like, you know, there is a song I was playing, finally.
Yeah, I heard it.
I said, that's not the final.
Yeah, you stopped it and said it's not the final.
Exactly, yeah. You know, we have more other things to do. Like, my brother Julius is aiming at becoming a practical, nurse practitioner, which is doable. I know other friends who are doing it. I'm also tempted to start, doing it. Why not?
Why not?
I've been a teacher, I've been a nurse. What next?
What else? What next? Because what has come very clear to me, everybody I've spoken to in this part of the world, you guys are balancing a lot. Now there's a studio as well.
Of course, yes. This is therapy. When I think if we fight with my wife, instead of me fighting, I come down here.
Listen to music.
Make noise from down here, then that's it.
Then when you go up, there's no noise.
Oh, it's quiet now.
But you have also produced some videos of music, very quality videos from here.
I do, and I do record it here. I do record my music, I edit, I compose and everything. Then I throw it on YouTube.
Robert Miner, my cameraman, and my crew, Diaspora Scholars TV, I think we need to take lessons from Daniel because this is the way to go. If you watch the production from Daniel, is great. So what is the name?
With a fee.
What's the name of your studio? I already said that.
Lessons with a fee.
I already said that you guys do business. So business comes, business is not...
No, you are welcome. You are welcome. If you need anything from me, okay, I'm ready to learn from you. The same way I want you guys to learn from me.
I wanted you to tell us about the name of your studio or how people can be able to reach you if they want to be able to, send production work to you.
Well, I go by Dr. Ochus.
Dr. Ochus.
Or Dr. Ochus, depending on how you pronounce it or where you are.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my name on YouTube. I have done couple of videos of my music, and usually I did most of those before I went to school. Then when I started the nursing program, it's kind of demanding.
Hectic,
So then I put on a break a little bit, like you saw me yesterday, trying to get some of the things together. But now I'm back in full force, I can say.
Wow.
Yeah, so then I'll get back to producing most of my music. I have some songs there composed, written, but not produced yet.
Not produced yet.
But I'll be working on them.
Your videos, I've seen, they are comprehensive. I've seen you went shooting all over the place. They are not just a desktop production. It's out in the field.
I go out to the field. I even do, I get videos from Kenya.
Oh.
I have friends over there. I'm like, I need a clip like this. So I have a producer over there, a friend of mine. He goes to the field. I pay a little bit, something small, to appreciate the effort. Then they get me some clips, I send them my songs, they go play them, record, video clips, they send them to me. I edit, I mix with all my clips that I got. And that's how I come up with the music. Yeah.
That's how you come up with the music. So where do you come from in Kenya?
I come from Kisii, Kenya.
Kisii. So which schools do you go to in Kisii before you went to Meru TTC?
Okay. I went to Nyamira Primary School, Nyamira DEP Primary School. That's closer to Julius' place. The guy is marketing me right now. It's my brother-in-law, but fine.
But that one, I remember the joke yesterday.
He's now calling me his son. Well, from Nyamira Primary, I went to St. Paul's, Gekano Boys. It's a well-known school.
It is,
It used to be a very good school. It is a very good school even now, though they call us sleeping giants.
Because there's more potential.
There is more potential.
But there is potential. You are a product of the school right now in the US,
of
and
course
you're already killing it, with the nursing program, not to mention...
with my head high.
They say you keep your head above the water.
That is it. And that's what I do and encourage anybody. There are so many opportunities if you want to develop yourself. People back at home, the only thing is the resources. They do have resources, but again, they are not equally distributed. So when we come here and we get an opportunity, you've seen how many Kenyans are really doing very well.
Shocked.
You've seen it, right? If you give them an opportunity, they excel.
They capitalize on that.
Oh, of course they do. Yeah, I know few friends like Curious now investing in business back at home.
Yes, he told me about it.
He has a good business there now. I'm also thinking of the same thing. And, it's another way we're promoting our people back at home. We'll talk about that one next time.
We'll talk about that one next time. This is the story of Daniel. He resides right here in Sanborn. Sanborn is in Iowa, the northwestern part of Iowa, and right now he's here. He says he's going to go all the way to keep on studying in his nursing career and become a nursing practitioner. The very end of it all.
No. That is a doctorate.
DNP.
Oh, yeah, that's
DNP. DNP. I know a few friends of mine who have already done DNP, like Dr. Pam Mogaka.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know Dr. Pam, and I knew her even before she got into the doctorate program.
Yeah.
I know quite a number as well in Michigan. Jane Gumo also went all the way from LNP.
Oh, you know them?
I know them. I
thought they came to sometimes they were in Iowa, if I'm not forgotten. Yeah,
it's maybe yes, but I have interacted with them as well in many forums. So again, you live here with your family, right?
Yes, I do.
So you balance everything: school, work,
family.
family,
music,
music,
MC,
MC,
DJ.
names in full.